Okay, welcome to my channel, Carmeldvine. It is your girl, Divine. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Just letting you know, if you are here, it is for a reason. The Most High Divine needs you to hear this message today, and I'm here as your divine messenger to relay this message to you directly, okay? So I hope I'm loud enough. I hope you can hear me. It's been a while since I'm outside. It's been a while since I've been on the channel giving a reading, but for some reason I just decided to spark back up and just go back into it. So this reading is going to be about what new chapter are you file 2, okay. What new chapter are you going forward to in your life right now? What chapter are you exiting as well? So this is a transitional period for a lot of us, I feel like, for a lot of people that are on my channel. It's been a long time, which is in between that time, dark, I shouldn't talk too much, but shadow of the, how the fuck you call it? Dark night of the soul I've been going through. But I'm gonna cut a lot of this out anyway, but yeah. This is gonna be a quick reading of what chapter of your life are you going into and exiting right now? So what kind of transition are you going through right now? This is going to be pile 1 with the rune Berkana. Pile 2 with the rune Horus. I'm sorry, that was upside down. Horus. And pile 3 with the rune Redo. So please feel free to pick your rune and I will meet you at your reading. Now starting off with Berkana. So for you, pile 1, Berkana is a rune associated with the letter B, which B is associated with the number 2. I'm going to look up what the meaning is real quick in my notes. I am studying runes and I'm studying and trying to memorize them now. So that's not Rado. Berkana the Berkana rune represents the Earth Mother, purity, becoming, great mother, fertility, growth, love affair, liberation. And it's in reverse position. It can represent anxiety, deceit, abandon, control, loss, family problems, needs, and worry. Okay. So already when I'm picking up from you, pile 2, Berkana, with the 6 of Cups being this card that I first shuffled. I didn't shuffle any other cards yet, but I channeled the 6 of Cups, is talking about a new dynamic within your family life, with a new dynamic within your love life. I see with the 6 of Cups, you're healing from a lot of past wounds. Also, in your childhood, I feel like I'm picking up that a lot of your childhood wounds have been affecting your love life in particular. When it comes to everything else in your life, it seems like everything else in your life is pretty cool. You're, stable with your finances. You're content with your finances. You're content with your health. You're content with, your studies and whatever you're studying, your education. Whatever else is going on in your life seems to be fine. But when it comes to your love life and your home life and your family life, your relationships, it seems to be falling apart at this time, or it has been for a while. And I see that this new chapter that you're coming into is actually a more positive chapter of you actually balancing your love life and with the rest of the aspects of your life. I feel like you've been paying a lot of attention over time. You dove into work, you dove into focusing in on your health. You might go to the gym, you might work out a lot. You dove into, when it comes to your finances and building up a brand or a name for yourself when it comes to your workplace, whether you are working in a career where it is competitive and you build up throughout the time, whatever level that is on. I feel like you have taken it upon yourself to really level up in your career and in your work, and when it comes to your ego. of being real, which is nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, when we focus in too much in our ego, it can cause problems when it feels like things are trying to control that or trying to come in the way of who you see yourself as and who you feel like people should see you as. So when it comes to your relationships, it's kind of hard for you to be in relationships because your ego has defined itself so much that anyone or anything that comes inside of you and comes inside of your situation seems like a threat, even if it is love, even if it is something that actually makes you feel different from what you've tried to make yourself be your whole entire life. It shows as a threat, even if it's positive, even if it feels like, wow, it feels so different, it feels too much of a change to you. And I see you coming out of this place of where you are so stagnant and so of your ways. You're starting to heal the aspect of yourself that didn't allow you to grow, that didn't allow you to expand, that didn't allow you to connect in a different way. When I mean a different way, connect with other people outside of yourself. It seems like I'm getting from you a past where you felt like you were very bullied, or either bullied or you just felt like you did not fit in. For you, pile number 1. So let's go ahead and channel some more information with the cards. I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot deck. I am getting a lot more familiar with tarot. I was not used to using tarot in my earlier years of reading, but now, yeah. So yeah, I was talking about in the previous chapter of your life how it felt like your love life and your relationships were a lot more restricted. They weren't going anywhere. It seems like your love life was absolutely dead, or if it wasn't dead, it was just not in the place that you felt like it wanted to be. Now these to me came out in reverse, so I'm gonna turn them to you. These don't seem like they have a reversal meaning, because in this particular deck, when you read the book, it only shows the upright meanings of the cards, but I read reversals, okay? Because I like to look at the dark aspects of things. I specifically go, read into the dark aspects of things right now. So, okay. So we have the Chariot and the Knight of Wands, both in reverse. So both of these cards talk about thrusting forward, moving forward, ambition, drive, focus, concentration. I feel like the fact that both of these cards are in reverse. I feel like the fact that you had so much of a grip, a grasp on things, because if you could tell, this person, this represents Cancer as well, so it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this is really just Cancer. And then we have the Knight of Wands, Scorpio, I don't know why I keep saying Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. But the Chariot card, you see that she's grasping onto this wand here. We have the Knight of Wands. He's grasping onto this wand that he has in his hand. I feel like there is a need for you to surrender and let go. I know how I really hate having to say that, but it's easier because it's easier said than done. When you have to let go of something, it kind of can hurt sometimes, especially if it's something that you conformed to or maybe felt comfortable with for a very long time. But it's a matter of you stepping out of your shell, stepping out of the box, and actually allowing yourself to remove certain things out of your life. I see you cleaning up. I see you dusting off things. I see you just rearranging things and organizing things. There is a new moon coming up in Cancer. So I feel like with this card coming out with this new moon in Cancer, and this is Six of Cups too, is a card of a water sign, Cancer. So you definitely could be a Cancer or a water sign. If you don't have to be, but this could be in your main, how you say, wow, in your main chart. Yeah. So I see you clearing a lot of things out right now to make space for new. And especially when it comes to your relationships. This Knight of Wands is someone that actually wants to go towards things. It has a gusto, has a passionate drive, but your passion has kind of been sizzling down, I'm getting, when it comes to a certain particular relationship I'm seeing as well. And it's seeing that this driving force that seems like it's being forced and controlled is actually the force. I'm seeing a pressure, something like a pressure pusher. How you call it? What is it called? A device that is like, it puts pressure on an object and it makes it either implode, or it's meant to push down something or crush something up to flatten it, is what I'm seeing right now. So there's a lot of pressure that was being put onto you for this relationship, and it has left you empty. It has left you formless. It has left you 2D, two-dimensional. It is lowering your vibration to the second dimension. And you're like, how the hell can I be a two-dimensional person? I'm 3D. I'm in the 3D. And it feels more like a storybook situation, a fantasy, something that you really want it to work, but you know that it won't work. You're just literally conforming and pressuring yourself, and someone else could be outside of you pressuring you to be in this storybook fantasy land with them. And I see you losing that passion for this relationship because of that. It feels very flat, it feels very bland, it feels very boring. I'm gonna pull one more card. That's very to the point, and of course, yeah. So yeah, these are gonna be very quick readings, very to the point. Yeah. We have the Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups talks about a relationship that you feel obligated to be in. This person is definitely studying. This person definitely wants to know more about what you have going on in your mind. This person definitely has kind of an inkling that you feel this way, that you're feeling like you don't want to be in this relationship anymore. This person still wants more with you because of the fact that you are so intellectually inclined, because you are so smart, because you know that this is not going to work out. It almost seems like the fact that you don't want to be in this relationship attracts this person even more. Oh my God. Or vice versa. The more that you feel like you want to be in this relationship makes this person run away even more. So when it comes to the answer to your question of what chapter you're coming into your life right now, pile number one is definitely you're moving out of a chapter in your life where you are, I'm hearing the word people pleasing. Oh God, you're not people pleasing anymore, and you're moving out of a life where you're living for everything and everyone else but yourself. But not only that, you are releasing this self-image, this kind of ego that kind of blocks you from connecting with a new version of yourself and a new version of how you see your relationships with people. So that's all I got for you, pile number one. Let me move on to pile number two. With the Horus room, which Horus, I specifically heard Horus in my ear. Wasn't even thinking about what other, I kind of just channeled which ones by random. But Horus came to my mind before I even looked up what it could mean, which Horus is associated with power, with primal creative force, gateway, physical strength, speed, sexual desire, promotion, health, distant influences. Okay, where is a card for Okay. Ooh, excuse me while I get comfy. Pile number two. Okay. So I did not shuffle but one card for each pile. This is the King of Wands. Yeah, the King of Wands. I don't know why this look. The wand that he's holding in his hand in this particular deck looks like a turkey leg, or a green turkey leg. I don't know why. That's coming to mind. Maybe some of you like turkey legs. Maybe you just visited the fair or some type of carnival where you got a big turkey leg. Or maybe you are just really focusing in on your health and how you're eating right now, or your habits. Now, I don't know why. I guess because Orus is definitely associated with health. When it comes to your creative force, it is definitely tied with your health. I'm getting your gut health is very important for you when you're learning how to tap into your intuition, tap into your creative energy, tap into your natural psychic gifts. I feel like with you, pile number 2. So let me just go ahead and shuffle for you. For pile number 2, spirit, angels, and ancestors, come through with your divine, accurate, and trustworthy messages. For pile number 2, what they need to hear about the transitions they're going through in their life. I am loving this. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a reading on the channel, and I'm really excited actually. Even though I feel, I've been feeling so perfectionistic that I've been pushing it back. And maybe the fact that I'm talking about this does resonate. Yeah, the 3 of Swords coming out. High Priestess coming out. Let me pull one more. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. So you are choosing to make a decision. I feel like you are definitely moving out of past situation where you are feeling very regretful of your past decisions and how you chose to treat yourself. Maybe you've been in certain circumstances or situations where you have been a lot more depressed or feeling a lack in some form, and you haven't been feeling like yourself. I'm feeling. What I see with this High Priestess, you are someone. Let me turn these cards to you so that you can see what I'm seeing. These are all upright. Because I pulled 3 cards, so I'm guessing, I'm assuming this is a past, present, future reading for you. Yeah, so I'm seeing with the High Priestess, I feel like you are someone that's been kind of in the shadows lately, been in secret, been trying to hide yourself, or you should be not speaking too much of what's going on in your brain. I feel like you've been pulling back. You could be a Taurus, Libra, Virgo. I'm getting definitely with the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you could be definitely a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And then with the King of Wands too, you could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You have 3 of Swords here as well, so you could be Aries, Aquarius, Gemini. That seems like I know that. So with the High Priestess, like I was saying, I feel like you've been doing some secret searching of your own. You've been doing some secret studying, I'm getting. So with this computer and stuff like that, you have been trying to figure out a way to get out of this past situation that you're in, or this current situation that you're in. This transition that it seems like you're going through this time of real pain. It feels like almost a dark night of the soul. This pain is helping you to regenerate. This pain is helping you to break down whatever it is that is lingering inside of your psyche, lingering inside of your spirit, that needs to be released. Even though this time that's coming around is a new moon in Cancer, I feel like you are intuitively understanding that there is needing to be a time of release when it comes to anything that you have suppressed for a long time. I feel like even when you started opening up yourself to your gifts and opening up yourself to more information. Hi.
Do you mind watching this for a second?
No problem.
I just want to run to the restroom.
Oh, no problem, I got you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, so yeah. was I saying? Yeah, you're releasing this regret and this pain that you have felt for a very long time instead of suppressing it. I see you doing more research on how to help, more self-help. I see you mastering any craft that you have been preparing yourself to be on. I literally see that you are preparing yourself for a new chapter right now. Because you see, they're both kind of, maybe you work in some type of technical job where you're doing some type of things on the computer, on your iPad. I'm hearing digital, like whatever digital technology that you could be working on. I see you getting really deep into that. So you might be wanting to work online. You might be wanting to do some online work and job where it helps others. Maybe you're like the behind the scenes doing videography. Whether it is you're behind the scenes or you actually in front of the scene or you are in the spotlight, whatever level that could be on, I see you preparing yourself for that in secret. You're making some secret moves. So this is the transition that you're kind of going through. So if you're someone, this is definitely for you. If you're someone who is doing some secret studies, I'm getting occult practices, or you could be getting into occult practices that can help you manifest this new transition coming into your life. So I feeling like this pain, this thing that you are feeling right now, that's coming back up, it feels like this is something that is from the past or something that you are currently going through, whether this is a relationship that you are ending, a passing of someone could also be triggering this pain, this, because with the Three of Swords, it talks about tears, it talks about regret, it talks about depression. So you could be going through that right now, or you was going through that right now, and it has sparked something in you to be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to turn this pain into pleasure. I'm going to turn this pain into prosperity I'm getting by literally searching and looking up anything that I can to help me heal this, cleanse this, help me to reverse this, not only reverse this, but go back to the drawing board of my life and where I kind of skipped over whatever this was. I skipped over whatever this situation was. I skipped over where I could have healed it a lot better for me to kind of prevent certain things from happening now. So I feel like you regret kind of making certain decisions that you knew or that you could tell that was not right for you. But you was like, you know what, I'm gonna forgive myself. I forgive myself. As the high priestess, I will do better being in my position and listening more to my intuition. And I will be better when it comes to my actual gifts. I see you perfecting your personal psychic gifts. And when I say psychic gifts, this doesn't always mean being a tarot reader or being someone who is into the occult practices. Not just that, but someone, when it comes to your intuitive gifts that God gave you. And that intuitive gift can just be simply as working with children, something like planting different plants, or just working in landscape, I'm seeing as well. Certain gifts can be just drawing, knowing how to write, just doing the videography, the digital, anything that you can call a talent that you have, a skill set that you have that you personally feel that is made for you. Like you literally could see yourself doing this for a very long time, or you could just see yourself being settled doing this, being being content doing this. Okay, so I see you transitioning from a different type of work. I feel like you're not as, like I said, you're not deeply as dived in as you should be right now, but I see you transitioning into focusing more on that, focusing on your craft, focusing on this online business, focusing on anything that has to do with technology and digital technology, whatever. So I think that's all I'm really getting for you, pile number 2. I'm not going to go too deep into this reading. Like I said, these are really, really quick readings. So I'm gonna move on to pile number 3, which is the rune Rado. Okay, so Rado. Let me tell you something, Rado. When I was, filming the beginning of this, let me get a little comfortable. I was filming the beginning of this. Your card kept flying. The wind started trying to take you away. And Rado's probably one of my favorite runes because I can tell you what it means off the top of my head. It represents travel. It represents the wheel of power. Let me go ahead and read so y'all can see. It represents solar chariot, rhythm, relocation, dance of life, journey, messages, career, right action, control. So what I'm already channeling for you is pile number 3. If you have been feeling stuck in your journey, or you've been going through a dark night of the soul, you are going to be feeling a lot more relief when it comes to your journey. I see. Yeah, I'm getting the word relief. What was the card for you? Pile 3? Oh no. Yeah, it was the 9 of Wands. Yes, there is a completion and a cycle. There is a completion of a cycle coming for you. Ooh, you might be ending the dark night of the soul soon. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Now, when I say soon, this could be within the next couple weeks. This could be within the next month. This could be in the next 6 months, or this could be, just in the end of the year, or you could be starting new at the beginning of next year. It really just depends on you. But I'm getting, obviously, with the number 9, within the next year. Okay? This could be your last go round, this last cycle. Because the 9 talks about completion. It talks about endings. It talks about, the cycles coming to an end. But in the 9 of Wands in particular, with this deck, I feel just the ending of having or allowing yourself to feel a certain way. Because I feel like with this 9 of Wands, also talks about resistance and resilience. Yeah, the Lovers came out in reverse. So let's put it reverse for you so you see. Okay. Why did I take it out the frame like that? Okay. Pile 3, what is the message I need to hear? I need to shuffle again. Pile 3, you could be wanting to watch Pile 2 as well. But let me get some new messages for Pile 3, Spirit. Let me cleanse out. This is a very quick reading, Pile 3. Very quick to the point reading. What transitional period are you going through right now? What is ending and what new chapter is beginning for you? So I definitely see that there's a definite ending, a definite completion, actually very soon in your life that's happening. Could be currently happening right now. I see with the Lovers card, it could be the end of a relationship, or you're making a decision to end a relationship, a conscious decision to go forth with your relationship with yourself. When it comes to maybe you are making the decision to focus on yourself right now. I see you've been having a lot of patience. I see that you've been asked to have patience. I see that you are very frustrated because you feel like you've been doing a lot of the work, or maybe you feel like you haven't been doing as much work as you need to and previously. But everything is all for a reason. This is a time for rest right now. With the 4 of Pentacles coming out as well and upright. Yeah, you've been holding on and restricting yourself from a lot. Pile number 3. And you've been holding on to a lot of deep-seated issues when it comes to your values and who you are, your image, your physical being. I'm hearing that there will be a clear contrast of who you were and who you are becoming. So I'm seeing or feeling that you are going to be unrecognizable to people that of your past, due to this decision that you are making.
Grown adult.
You could even be changing your identity, pile number 3. Completely. Like, when I say changing your identity, I mean you could be changing your gender identity, I'm getting. So I might have someone, a trans person watching, or someone who is already went through that process or thinking about going through that process. This is funny because I'm literally talking about the transitional periods of a person's life. And this is literally talking about a major decision when it comes to the physical body and physical aspect of your life. Something that you have been holding on to for a really long time. If it's not that deep, if it's not that drastic of a thing, this could be something mentally within you. You're starting to learn more about yourself, so you're making the decisions and choices you should be making according to who you are becoming. I feel like you have been very resilient when it comes to the things that you have been going through in your life, and it has helped you become grounded. I feel like you have become grounded. You've become stable in this person that you have become throughout this dark time in your life. Because I'm getting, this is, you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm getting Gemini as well. Mercury ruled in general. I feel like you are sitting with yourself and trying to understand who it is you want to become. I'm really feeling a physical change with you, pile number 3. Like, you're changing something within when it comes to your physical appearance. Yeah, changing your aesthetic. Maybe changing around, just even when it comes to the home, your surroundings. You're definitely also relocating, because we're talking about Rado. You definitely could be actually changing locations, moving from where you are currently. Are you really, really wanting to? You're stuck on that. You have been stuck on that for a while, and you have been wanting to move for a while. And it has not been an easy process figuring out where it is that you want to go, what you want to do. I feel like you kind of been stuck. You feel like you've been stuck where you are, and you're just ready for a change. And Spirit has been wanting you to be patient. And Spirit still wants you to be a little bit more patient, because they don't want you to make the wrong decision, love. They don't want you to feel like you need to go somewhere in order to be who you are. Yes, sometimes if you cannot fully be who you are, I just saw this or heard this from someone. I don't know if it was on YouTube short or I don't know, but this lady, she said, if you cannot be who you are where you are, then you need to change where you are. You don't need to change who you are just to settle where you are. So I feel like you feeling like you're needing to change who you are to be in the setting that you are in currently, when Spirit is telling you that is exactly the opposite of what you need to do, with the Lovers being in reverse. You actually need to change your surroundings, change the environment that you're in, so you can be who it is that you're meant to be, comfortably and willingly, without having to force, without having to pry, without having to conform yourself or shrink yourself at all. This is the message I'm getting for you. Let me pull one more. Phone number 3. Two more. We have the 5 of Wands. Literally, 5 of Wands talks about moving, action, a creative endeavor as well. So maybe you need to move somewhere where you can feel your creative flow. What did Rado say? Career, right? Action and control. dance of life, rhythm. Yeah. So you kind of want to move into the rhythm of your own. You kind of want to, what's the saying say? Move to the beat of your own drum. I'm getting. You want to move to the beat of your own drum, pile 3. You're tired of moving to the beat of someone else's drum. Because I see you here alone. Of course, in the lovers, I see this other person, but I feel like this lovers card is representing this dark aspect of you and the light aspect of you. It seems like you've been going back and forth in between the two for a long time. I feel like the inner conflict with the ego has been definitely blocking you. Like I said, you could come from pile 2 with this King of Swords. It feels like he did kind of come out in the reverse, but to me, he's upright. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles is upright on top. So definitely this talks about a new home, a new place of being. I feel like you've been restricting yourself mentally from really doing what it is that you want to do. I feel like you can't do what you want to do because you're restricted. You don't have what it is that you need. You don't have what it is that you want in order to do right thing. I feel like you've been waiting on something. You've been waiting on something particular in order to make this move, and Spirit is saying that you literally are waiting on yourself. This dark aspect of you has been holding back this light aspect of you, and you're needing to come into balance with that. You're needing to focus your attention on your destiny and on your journey instead of focusing on these two aspects of yourself. You need to balance those aspects of yourself and have both of them aspects focus in on the same thing, which is interesting, which is a head over heart decision. It's not about your emotions. I need you to rule your emotions out at this time, because we have nothing but pentacles out here and wands out here, which talks about fire, and the pentacles are earth. So grounding yourself in that passion, grounding yourself in that decision that you really want to make. And I feel like you grounded yourself to a past version of yourself because you want to move forward with your life. You want to relocate, but I feel like you need to change your person who you are to feel comfortable in the place that you are in, and that is blocking you from being able to make the decisions and do the things that you need to do in order to actually do what you want to do, which is move. You must be more disciplined. Whatever it is that you're doing, I feel like you have been working on something, a project, a business, and I feel like you need to be more disciplined with, I'm here, saving your money. And yeah. That's pretty much what I'm getting for you, pile number 3. I feel like you will have a successful transition. I really feel like you are going to successfully move, but I feel like there are some blockages that you're needing to clear out that will help you get that done quicker. But I am saying the P word. Oh my God, I know it's annoying, right? Patient, but I'm also feeling persistent. The 9 of Wands. Keep doing what you're doing and do more and be more disciplined. You know what you need to do. I feel like you're holding on. I feel like you have been holding on to the thought process of what you need to do so much that has been stagnating you. You've been procrastinating what it is that you need to do. And Spirit is leading you to stop procrastinating and just do it. You're letting your heart rule all of your choices and your decisions. You need to let the mind work. Oh, I'm sorry. Balance your heart and your mind. Yeah. Balance your heart and your mind. Align your heart and your mind. Once you aligned your heart desires with your mental decision, things will fall into place and flow. Things will begin to spark up. Passion will begin to grow once again, and you will feel that sense of belonging. You will feel that sense of want or desire. You'll feel that not only that sense of want and desire, but that sense of fulfillment when you do this. This is a new chapter, a new beginning as far as where you physically are in life. I feel like your whole physical image will change, will be going through a ultimate change. I feel like your physical aesthetic is transforming, your physical environment is transforming, but you will be a whole new person in a whole new place with a whole new mindset very, very soon. It really that is just depending on you aligning your mindset with your heart. Pile 3. I hope that makes sense. That's all I'm getting for you right now. Please do subscribe, hit me up on the comment section. You don't gotta go out your way and come to my Instagram, but I do have my Instagram here as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.